supply chain disruptions, demand-supply mismatches, bottlenecks, and inefficient capacity utilization. These are concepts that the CEO of a large company, particularly in the manufacturing sector, is very familiar with. Success or failure dealing with these problems depends on a blend of foresight, planning, quick thinking, and efficient execution. Incidentally, that's exactly how BMC Commissioner Iqbal Singh Chahal and his team have managed the COVID-19 crisis in India's most populous city. It's bearing results, with cases having fallen from a peak of over 11,000 per day at the start of April to just over 1,700 earlier in the week. Active cases too have more than halved from their peak. That the city's health infrastructure did not buckle under the strain of over 80,000 active COVID-19 cases has to do with the BMC's management of the situation. Its decentralized triage and emergency response approach drew criticism initially because it worked to ensure that only those who desperately needed hospitalization got admission. But this is exactly what helped the city pull through the worst phase of the crisis. While the number of hospital beds was supplemented by the creation of jumbo centers, the BMC ensured that these were not being occupied by those that could be treated at home. Anand Mahindra, chairman at Mahindra & Mahindra, tweeted earlier appreciating the template put in place by the BMC. Meanwhile, Kiran Majumdar-Shaw, the executive chairperson of Biocon, tweeted on Monday saying that she had studied the BMC model of decentralized management of the COVID-19 crisis and was impressed with its uniquely thought-out processes. She believes that the whole country should follow these COVID-beating methods. But perhaps the best example of the BMC's superior handling of the crisis was the management of oxygen supply. This, in fact, is something the Supreme Court has asked the centre and the Delhi government to emulate. The BMC started mapping medical oxygen resources and inventory back in May of 2020 and began building storage tanks for liquid medical oxygen. Last year, it installed 15 liquid medical oxygen tanks with capacity of 13 kiloliters each, and another 11 small tanks with half the capacity were also installed. Here too, a decentralized model was formed, with the creation of zonal teams that each monitored the availability of oxygen. And to avert a future crisis, the BMC is ensuring the setting up of self-generating oxygen plants at hospitals that it manages. In another instance of foresight, the BMC decided to acquire remdesivir at higher prices during the peak of the second wave. In an interview with the Times of India, Chahal said that the rate did not matter and the BMC's priority was to save lives. And that outlook is reflected in the BMC's latest move to launch a global tender to secure 50 lakh vaccines. India's financial capital has once again led from the front in times of crisis, and cities like Bengaluru have already adopted the Mumbai model, with more likely to follow suit. Little wonder then that the BMC Commissioner Iqbal Chahal's ability to manage the maximum city's cup full of COVID woes has earned him accolades from the top honchos of India Inc. Bureau Report, ET Now.